This is Robert here. Welcome back to another episode of Slow Life Trading. I have a good one for you guys today. Sometime when you exit a trade, you're thinking, wow, I could have stayed in and made more money. But I'm going to tell you, it's very important to obey these rules. And here's the one rule that I have. When the VIX is under 25, and sometimes it could be a little bit over, it just depends on how you're feeling. But when the VIX is definitely under 25 but over 21, you want to exit this trade early, okay? And you want to exit with, somewhere about a 65, 70% profit, 70 cents profit, okay? Time 100 contracts, that would be $70 time, however many of these things that you play. Anyway, so I got to show you this chart today because this is a prime example of why you get out early, even though it seemed like you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Okay, here we go. Okay, today the market did a nosedive, guys. I mean, it did a nosedive. But the funny thing is, it's only down by 32 points, okay, which is not a whole lot. But here's the thing. When it opened up, okay, the previous day it closed. Let me get this thing right here. So at the previous day, it closed right around here, which is about 38.63. Okay, but then when the market opened, it shot up to up here. Okay, up here. I want you to see that it shot up there. Okay, so and up there is 3,900, by the way. Okay, right at 3,900. So when I got in, I got the 39.50s on the top and the 38.35s on the bottom. Now the 38.35s all the way from 900 is like 65 points. That's plenty of room if the market stays up, okay? Unfortunately, today the market didn't stay down. But since the VIX was under 25 when we started out today, now right now, the VIX is at 25.46. But when we started out today, the VIX was at 24.93, okay? So I got out of these trades early. It told me at that point in time, Robert, make your money, get out of these trades, okay? So when I got in on the top side, I got 90 cents. When I got in on the top side, I collected 90 cents. And I collected 65 cents on the bottom. Now, I never usually go as high as 90 cents. The only reason why I went to 90 cents today is because the very next strike price was only giving me 45 cents. Okay, so I'm not gonna take under 55, and the next one was at 90, so I took the 90. Okay, now that's a total of 155. Okay. Now you could say, okay, I'm gonna stay in all the way to where I would stay if I collected my 55 on each side, but I didn't. I didn't want to be greedy because this, even going into this market today, I had a feeling this wasn't a real bull. So what I did was, this almost seemed too good to be true sometimes when you're telling this stuff. But what I did was I got my 155 and then I put in a GTC, which should have been at 90. Okay, that would have been my 65 cents, which is really what I try to collect. But I said, I'm gonna get a little bit more. So I got out at 80. I put my GTC in at 80 cents for both sides put together. I got in a total of both sides put together of 155, and I got out for a total of both sides put together at 80. Now, the 65 cents would have mean get out at 90, but I wanted a little bit more since I collected so much more on the call side. So I got a little bit more. But if this thing would have started looking funny at about 90 cents, I would have got out at 90 or 85 cents. But I walked away from the computer and I came back and boom, I was out of this trade at 9.27. Okay? And I made my money for the day. I was done. And at 9.27, that's right around here. That's right around this price right in here when it went up right there. I was out of that trade, okay? And then the market went sideways and sideways. Then all of a sudden, bam, it went down. And it closed at 38.30. So I still would have won. Okay? But let me just tell you this. Right around this point right here, it went below 38.20, which means I probably wouldn't have stayed in to that point. In fact, I know I wouldn't have stayed in to that point. Because when I looked at these later on today and I saw them at like $4 or something like that, or $3, well, I would have been out by the end. I wouldn't have took that kind of loss. But anyway, so if I wouldn't have came up with these rules and knew this, and I only know this because I have did a lot of trading, guys, and I started noticing what happens when the VIX goes low, okay? When the VIX goes low, that's when it can fool you because it won't let you get as wide as you would really like to get. So what I decided to do is early in the morning when it's trying to figure out which way it's going to go, I go ahead on and get out of this trade. That initial 1 hour where you lose a lot of the premium lose a lot of value in the premium, I get out of the trade and be happy for what I made today. Are you making less? Yes. I only made about, I don't know, a little over 1%. I haven't figured it up yet. Maybe 1.2 or something like that. But that's okay. Because guess what? It would have been too much stress. This is slow life trading, people. No, it would have been a loss. I had the 38.35s. I'm sorry. I would have lost. Okay? I don't know what I was thinking about the 38.20s. I think that's the price I wanted to get in at. But the 38.35s is what I had, and it closed at 38.30. It would not have been a winner. It would have been a loss. So anyway, by exiting these trades, we turn what would be losers into winners, and we get to enjoy the rest of the day. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Until the next time, peace out and keep it slow.